Since its founding in 1999, FPTransitions has become one of the most recognized names in M&A for independent wealth managers, helping advisors identify, build, and realize the equity value of their businesses. Collecting over 100 data points from each of the more than 1,000 valuations FP does for advisors each year, we have created the FP Insights portal. Starting here with our dashboard, you can see just a quick overview of what this firm's valuation and some financial numbers look like. Looking at the Valuations tab, we can see a little bit more information about the revenue sources and asset concentration breakdown, as well as being able to view historical valuations and being able to print and view those reports in detail. Even better is on the Progress tab, where you can see this firm has done a valuation for each of the last 4 years. We can track the progress and growth of the equity value, the total revenue, AUM, and EBOC for this firm. Where the benefits of our equity management solution, or EMS service, really kicks in is here in the benchmarking tab. There are four key differences between FP Insights and the annual benchmarking reports you might find elsewhere in the industry. Number one, the data is based on surveys in other benchmarking reports, but with FPTransitions, our data is based on input provided with a clear purpose, getting an accurate business valuation. In other industry reports, once that survey data is collected, it may take months or even quarters for that to be fully analyzed and published, and from there, that information ages very quickly. Meanwhile, FP Insights portal is dynamic with real-time data updates from each of the 1,000 valuations we do throughout the year. Number three, most industry studies group advisors together based primarily or solely on AUM, which can lead to some misleading comparisons. By contrast, FP Insights has a multi-factor methodology which groups advisors together in cohorts that more accurately reflect the true peers that they have in the industry from a business management perspective. And finally, for those who are signed up for EMS Grow and EMS Professional, this not only includes their benchmarking data, but you get one-on-one review and guidance and goal-setting help with a team of seasoned EMS consultants at FPTransitions. Our consultants help you interpret the various data points and ratios, pinpointing those KPIs most in need of your attention in order to grow your business and its equity value. Here in the Overview tab, you can see that this firm falls in the fee for advice category, meaning 95% or more of their revenue is fee-based revenue. And they're in the first of 5 tiers. So they're kind of at the bottom, working their way up to be a larger, more sophisticated firm. The Revenue Generation tab, Profitability and Expenses, and Business Structure and Operations each show further in-depth KPIs summarized in a scorecard and summary tab. Now, in the overview, you can see just some high-level metrics that show that this firm is in the top quartile for both revenue and EBOC, having their numbers well above that of their peer group and even well above the 75th percentile. But meanwhile, operating expenses, they're only in the second quartile, significantly below the median. Looking at the Revenue Generation tab, we can see figures like 1, 3, and 5-year compound annual growth rates. And we can see further things that are really helpful in determining, next actions to take as a business owner, such as looking at, these revenue ratios per household, per employee, per professional, or per owner. We can also see things like household affluence and how this firm is in the second quartile in household affluence and may have some room to grow in bringing in larger clients or maybe reducing some of their smaller clients. And then finally, great data on their asset concentration breakdown and household demographics, how they compare to their peer group. Looking at their expenses, we can see, again, overall profitability figures. We can see compensation data, and we can see some profitability ratios that can offer powerful insights to current owners and to new or future successors that may join in the ownership circle. Looking at the KPI performance scorecard, we can see where are those areas where they are in the top quartile, where those areas where they are in the bottom quartile, and maybe have some room for improvement and could guide the discussions they have with their EMS consultant to figure out what goals should we set, what targets should we set for those KPIs to help boost the value and the profitability of this business. Lastly, on the summary tab, we can see all of the KPIs across those tabs summarized in easy to read fashion. You can see current value, how that compares to the peer group median, the variance from it, and then it also shows what's the next tier up. So we can see not only how do I compare to the group that I'm in right now, but what would it look like if I were to move up a tier and be in that second group. This firm you can see is actually having value in excess of the next tier median up. So it's going to be somewhere in these other numbers that help us determine what are those things we need to do to move up and get to that next tier. And your EMS consultant can help you do that. We welcome you to join your peers in getting an annual valuation and benchmarking your business for data-driven insights to better measure, monitor, and master control over your expenses and achieve your growth goals.